Greetings, free thinkers. Welcome to the Hoggcast. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing fine. I certainly am. Okay, what do we have for you on today's episode? We have for you one clip to watch and this tweet. The clip is going over what is actually in the Florida Ron Desantis bill. Twitter, the Twitterati, the blue check marks, like this idiot here, you know who it is. I'm sure you recognise that name. Remember, this is an adult. Not only that, but he's getting on in age. Why is it with the left, the progressives, etc., Democrats, they always, it's like they're adult babies. Do you know what I mean? It's like the way they talk, the way they reason, this kind of bizarre worshipping of authority, the concept that, or the idea that fact checkers are always right. You should always take what the mainstream media says at face value, regardless. And if you're that type of person, you end up like this. Now, the bill in question, the Florida bill, doesn't even mention the word you can see on your screen. Now, the reason why he's put this is because he's heard on the progressive grapevine. It's just amazed they actually believe it. They hear it and just believe it. He's heard on the progressive grapevine that this Florida bill prohibits people from even uttering this word. Where did he get it from? Occupy Democrats. These are no better than your project, the Lincoln Project, not Project Veritas. They're very good people. Lincoln Project, same type of deal. So the Occupy Democrats say Florida students spoke loud and clear this week against the GOP's bill to cancel free speech and alphabet people. What just... There's people who, this is how irresponsible they are, because there's people who will see this and just believe it. You're seeing something here, look, this is the mind of a child. Look, he's just repeated the word over and over again, because he heard that the bill cancels this. So we're going to get into the clip now, yeah? The clip goes over what's actually in the bill, and then at the end we'll have a quick look at the difference between what's actually in it and what the Democrats say are in it. As usual, what the woke left say and what is real are two completely different things. Shock horror. So we'll jump into the video now. If you haven't yet though, please like the video, subscribe to the Hoggcast, hit the notification bell and share the video around. That will help us stay competitive with, hopefully, CNN, MSNBC, Occupy Democrats and the like who push this rubbish, yeah? I also have a membership scheme. I have 9 amazing, beautiful members who honour and humble me that they support the Hoggcast by becoming a channel member. There's a join button next to the sub button and a link in the description below. You can become member 10 if you so choose, but of course you don't have to. Okay, let's go. Okay, so let's have a look at what's actually in the bill.
This is what all of the Democrats and the media are going crazy about. Notify parents of changes to health or well-being. Well, okay, that does seem like if a kid at school was having health problems or seemed depressed or something like that, it does seem like that shouldn't just be dealt with within the school. It seems like a teacher or an administrator or principal might want to communicate that to the parent, because ultimately the parent is the one responsible for the child's well-being. Don't encourage withholding info from parents. Well, of course that makes sense. What right, if the school knew that a child was deeply depressed about something, was really upset about something, was in some sort of pain, having some sort of existential crisis, and again, we're talking about kids that are in 1st or 2nd grade. This isn't about 10th graders, right?
And it's worse than that, because what it said there about not telling parents, etc., we've seen Libs of TikTok. He does loads of really good work on this, and I've made videos of some of the work he's done cataloguing this type of thing. But these teachers, they are purposefully, in many cases, going out and saying to these youngsters, saying, oh, you know, they're trying to foist on them, they're trying to pressurize them into transitioning. A lot of the tactics that these so-called teachers, these travesties of so-called teachers, right, a lot of the tactics they use are textbook predatory. Oh, you know, let's this is a secret, let's keep it between us. You know, they're talking about stuff that A lot of people, certainly the overwhelming majority of parents, don't want you talking to their young children about. Why are you talking to them about that? Why do you feel the need that this has to be something they should focus on at such a young age? This is where the bill's coming from. And of course, the Democrats, the left, they want it. That's why they oppose this bill, yeah? You have to question the motives of people like that. But that's why that was in there, because for too long we've seen things like that.
Right? That are a little more evolved, 12th graders, that are really figuring stuff out. Of course, you wouldn't want to withhold that information. Allow parents to access child student records. Well, okay, that makes sense. If a kid's acting out in class and they get a bad mark, he's talking a lot, he makes a lot of jokes, whatever it might be. Of course, the parent should be able to see what's in the kid's records. Again, why is the good position here that we should hide things from parents?
Yes, very good point. And have you noticed with the left? With the left, it's always the underhand tactic in everything. Hide the truth. Hide it from parents. Pump out the propaganda. Oh, let's cause division here. Let's reintroduce segregation here. You notice that it's never anything good that comes out of the left. It's always right. Well, we've got to hide this, and we'll mislead with this, and we'll pump out a little disinfo here and misinfo there. You understand what I mean? It's never anything good. They never come out with anything good.
Let parents refuse school health care services. Of course, parents ultimately should decide what their children are injected with or what pills they take, etc., etc. We all know this. I think that should be the default position of most people.
It is, but the default position in mainstream kind of normie society radically changes. And it changes to the drumbeat of the progressives. That's where you've got to really go on the offensive, yeah, because it's always conservatives on defense, right? It's like that saying, you will own nothing and be happy. Let me tell you, right, if they have their way, that will even include your own family. It won't. You've seen them yourself, right? You probably don't need me to tell you that they see them. I'm talking teachers here. They see their job as, this was some excellent work Project Veritas did, got them to admit it on camera, covert camera, that they wanted to turn the students into, and I'm quoting them here, next generation activists, yeah, the activists of the future generation. Now you're starting to see why they're into all this weird kooky stuff. Now you're seeing why they're trying to stop this bill. They tried to hide this, yeah? They tried to project that, right?
Get parental permission for health screening, yeah. If you go to the zoo, remember when you went to the zoo in school? Remember when you took the trip to Washington, D.C. and you went and you saw the White House and all that stuff? You'd have to have a parental document. It was a small piece of paper. It was usually about, yay long, and a parent would have to sign it just to say, okay, I know my kid's going somewhere. So I think related to health or related to what's going on in the school or whether the kid is depressed or in pain or whatever else it is, these are all obviously sane things. So this is
Okay, so that's what's in the bill. So let's have a look at this. Excuse me, these 5 points here. Tell me, after reading these, is there a word missing? Remember the tweet I showed you from Mark Hamill, yeah? You notice it was just one word, and he just repeated it over and over again, like with his hands over his ears, going la 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 la, and then just saying it like a child, right? Do you see that word anywhere here? No. And if possible, detractors could say, well, this is just bullet points of what's in the bill. Go and read it yourself, read all of the pages, then come back to me and tell me what page and line you found that word. I'll wait. I won't wait long because I already know the answer. But yeah, sure, I'll wait, yeah. It's not there. Right, so now let's go back. Now we know this, let's head back to that tweet. So after Dave Rubin's intelligent breakdown of what's actually in the bill, we come back to the progressive left. Look, that's it. Even though he's only said one word repeatedly, even he was so frantic at one point he forgot to put a space there. But even though it's only one word, there is so much wrong with this tweet. It's hard to describe it. And it covers so many things that are going on in the culture war. First of all, I'll try and fit it as much as in such a short amount of time. The fact that that word isn't even used. Second of all, he just believed it. Like so many Twitterati woke types, normies, they just believe whatever they get told. They don't think about it. They certainly don't ask questions. Yeah. So that's led him to believe that what the Occupy Democrats say, that Florida is trying to cancel free speech. This is coming from the Democrats, people who actually try and cancel free speech, real free speech. Yeah, under the guise of misinformation, which is something they're engaging in themselves. Here, on your screen. Yeah, it's a lie. It's not trying to cancel free speech, right? And alphabet people, you just saw it yourself. It's about making sure parents have more control over what is being taught to their kids. And people don't want third graders, second graders being introduced to stuff like this. Yeah? People don't want it, right? So parents should have more right and more say, and especially more knowledge of what's going on. Yeah? So let's see some of the comments. This is what I mean about TikTok. It's done in the brain. Huff says, hi Mark, the text of the building, classroom instruction by school personnel, third parties on orientation or identity may not occur in kindergarten through grade 3. Which part of this do you oppose? And of course he won't get an answer to that because he won't be able, well, I doubt Hamill will even see it. If he did, he'd like to just block him. But either way, he would not answer the question because in order to do so, it would require you to stop and think, and that's something leftists just don't do. Again, did you read the bill, Mark? You clearly didn't. This here, John Nicosia says this perfectly. That don't say the G-word bill might be the largest real-time fake news spread by the majority of the mainstream press in history. Take your pick. How many times have you seen this? Covington kids? Kyle, Mr. You know who? Kyle from Kenosha? Trump, everything, a lot of this every day. Take your pick. People still listen to them. Look, another one, look. Question, which means he clearly saw something that said Republicans want to cancel life itself, and he would believe it straight away. He just believes it. Yeah, this is what I mean. I can't accurately describe what I think to you. I'm trying. When I see what is wrong with this tweet, this is an adult who wants you to believe that he's smarter than you. He's better than you at everything. And this is his response to a situation that's not real. And he thinks it's the correct response. Let me know, I'll rest my case. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section below. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.